Ladies and gentlemen, after all this time, did Innova listen to us? Well, I think the answer right off the bat is yes, because inside this package is a 100% premium plastic pig produced by Innova, sold by Innova, and hopefully the step towards the answer we've all been looking for as pig farmers. Let's rip her open and see what's inside. But before I dive in, we're gonna ask the most important question of the day. And this is a tough one, because who gets the ask? Who gets the ask with premium pigs? How you doing today, Chuck? You having a good one?
So catch me if I fall.
The date was January 28th, 2025, when Innova released premium pig packages. So for those of you who are not following the pig farming world, the Innova pig traditionally comes in R Pro plastic. This is a base plastic that is rather grippy. The R standing for rubber, has a nice texture, and pig is love, pig is life. Truly my favorite disc that exists in the disc golf space. I love the thumb track on top of it. I love the overstable flight. But the problem with the pig has been, in the R Pro plastic, it loses its overstable flight characteristic rather fast. As someone who plays a lot, an R Pro pig really only holds that super overstable flight for me for like 2 months. Meanwhile, over at Discraft, zone lovers have been able to have a premium version of their disc as well as a base plastic version readily available, and they can have their premium version in their bag for years and it still has that overstable flight characteristic. So the initial call was that we wanted premium plastic Halo pigs. And of course, Innova, looking at one of their loyal fan bases of the pig farmers, laughably created the Halo Nexus pig, which is just another base plastic pig that looks like Halo. We did it for you. We made Halo pigs. No, we wanted premium pigs. So then we, as a group, had to lower our expectations and ask for premium plastic pigs. That's what we were looking for. And in my last video, I stated that while premium plastic pigs exist, I wanted premium plastic pigs that are available for everyone. I wanted availability to be a big thing because I already have a star pig. I have this from a run that Infinite did, and you can literally see it says star pig right there. But I had to pay quite a bit of money in order to secure one of these, and I don't think that kind of income status should limit whether someone can fall in love with a mold, because there's a price tag that is far and above the stock price of the market in order to get it on premium discs. So as we mentioned, on January 28th, 2025, these packages were released. Now I want to go ahead and say that the packaging, pretty phenomenal. I think it's hilarious. There is a ton of thought that went in on this package. Pure pork, PDGA approved, has the flight numbers on the bottom, approved by PDGA and barbecue enthusiasts, has the basket, 0 calories, unlimited fun, satisfaction, 100% daily value, even down to the nutrition facts on the back side. It has total fun, predictability, reliability, flight. This is very well thought through. I think that this packaging, hilarious. Now, I know that a large portion of the pig farming audience, and even the pig curious, who have been waiting to try the pig because they wanted a premium plastic one, balked at one thing and one thing only: the price tag on these pigs. Innova released these for $50 a piece and limited it to one household, one per household really. There was even threats that I saw of if you tried to order multiple discs to the same household, they would cancel them to both. $50. But once again, I was someone who was actually on the hopeful side, because as someone who loves another mold by Innova, the polecat, I remember April Fool's Day where they released Halo polecats, and they were put in this special packaging, and in that special packaging you thought you were buying a like $30 DX polecat, and surprise, surprise, inside that package was an authentication certificate telling you you had one of the first ever actual Halo Star plastic polecats. So I did not balk at the price. For $50, I pressed buy immediately, because once again, like I mentioned for the other star pigs, this is still a discount to get a premium plastic pig everywhere else in the world. If you can find a premium pig that is not from this run for $50 or less, you should not even think. Hit buy now, because that's how hard it is to find premium plastic pigs. So we've got a few questions to ask regarding the premium pig. First, $50. Did they throw in enough things to raise the price tag? Once again, if we're using their own products even as a representation of what we know value to be, We know that for around the $30 mark, if you ordered a polecat, a Halo polecat from that initial release of saying, hey, premium polecats, we're here, specifically Halo premium polecats. So Halo is already priced higher than traditional Star in their own price model. We know that around that mark, you got a sweet box. The packaging mattered. I think packaging matters. You got not only a DX disc with a custom 1-of-1 stamp, but you also got a premium polecat and a collector's side to it because you had the certificate of authenticity. And I think that's what they're advertising this as, is that this is supposed to be a collector's thing, because inside it's one of 4 stamps that we don't know what we have. There is the prize pig stamp that half of them have. There is a notorious PIG stamp that's a little less common. There's a ambulance stamp, and then pork chop. Pork chop is what everyone's looking for. Pork chop is 1 in 100. So let's go ahead and rip it open. And we're gonna see what we got. Okay. We're gonna pull out the extras right off the bat. Make sure that there's nothing else inside this package. So outside of 1 premium disc, $50 has secured us a sticker. It's a nice sticker, but a sticker, that's cool. And a mini. I really wanted this mini to be shaped like a pig, but it's not. It's just a stock mini that has the pig stamp on it. That's tough. Value seems low, just calling what it is, but that's fine. Because inside we have a yellow notorious PIG. So we got the second, it's not the most common. We got a little more of a rare one in yellow, but let me tell you, this feels good. This feels really good. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that sticker off. This feels like real Star. I like the hand feel of it. Feels great in that aspect of things. And I wanna go ahead and say, board flat. For $50, this thing needed to come out board flat. Feels really, really good in the hand. I like this a lot. Let's compare it to the other one. So, compared to the first run of Star Pigs, you can see that the first run of Star Pigs had a little dome to them. Notorious PIG does not. So, instantly hand feel a little better. I like that. This still feels like Star. This feels like a slicker form of Star, but feels a lot closer to like modern Star, which I'm here for. I think that's really great. This is much, I mean, it's an older run for sure, but I like the hand feel of this plastic a lot. I think it's grippy. It's certainly, the flight plate at least, a little on the gummy side, but not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. I think in terms of raw hand feel, they both have sort of a blizzardy rim to them. In terms of hand feel, it's gotta go to this one first and foremost. I mean, this feels really good. This was really not that overstable in flight. I have a video on my channel where I threw actually this specific pig at this course. So I'm not gonna throw it side by side because I wanna compare, because I think once again in my Discord kind of confirmed this. You're paying triple digits for this, which is not very accessible to lots of people. So I don't really wanna compare it to the disc that you guys don't know because you aren't finding it and throwing it. So here's where we're gonna go out and test them and see how they fly. All right, so obviously we had a lot of talk, and once you guys start seeing the disc fly, so here's what we're comparing it to. We have Notorious PIG, Star Pig. We have a baseline R Pro fresh pig that we're comparing it to. This is, you're buying a pig off the shelf. This is what you're getting. We know exactly what to expect out of this. And then last but not least, premium plastic Zone GT with the ringer top. This is what's been in my bag in protest until premium plastic pig showed up, and we're gonna see. I've fallen in love with this guy. Is this gonna push it out? We're gonna unstock R Pro, get things started. Here we go. Exactly what we expect. Throw it wide, let it crash in. We'll go Zone GT next. Perfect. You can see consistent flight. And now the mystery. Stable. I like that. It is overstable, ladies and gentlemen. We gave Notorious PIG a little bit more run. I mean, let's see, about a $30 disc at its highest end, which would be one of the only $30 stock feeling star plastic discs Innova's ever released. So I gotta put my $10 mini down. Yeah, gotta make sure I'm using that $10 mini. 200 feet, just a forehand out, hold it inside that tree. Let's see what we got. Pig is love, pig is life. You start throwing overstable pigs again, guys, and it's just like, wow, this is everything we ever wanted. That zone, more overstable than a stock pig for sure. Let's see how Mr. PIG does. Yeah, definitely stable. Definitely stable. I mean, I can put that thing, I can pull it, and it's still gonna fight out. That's a really good sign. The thoughts that are immediately coming to my head, I didn't realize, as someone, you know, who isn't like swimming in cash, I didn't realize in choosing the pig that Innova wanted me to, or they really wanted to push the marketing of the pig of, oh, if you're a pig thrower, you're someone who has a lot of money. Which seems silly because you're like, oh, well, the R Pro pig is super affordable because it's base plastic. But as we discussed, I could, if I'm a premium plastic zone thrower, I spend $20 even to buy one premium plastic R Pro, or one premium plastic zone, and it lasts me a year. If I spend $12 to buy an R Pro pig, $14 to buy an R Pro pig, and then I buy two, I'm spending $28. If they last me the whole year, and 6 months is a lot of life to expect a really overstable flight out of your R Pro pigs. Is that what I've been doing wrong, Innova? I just haven't caught on to the marketing scheme that pig is love, pig is life, pig is rich. Okay, first one that we got to put some gusto behind. Don't have to go like crazy with it, but it is 220 the pill the whole way. So for these fresh overstable approach discs, that's fine. We just got to trust and do our thing. You actually have to start it wide. Although you can sort of like just let it crash into that hillside and skip forward. Got to skip forward. That's fine. All right, Notorious PIG. I mean, guys, look at that stability. Look at that stability. Hanger wide, let her crash back in. It's great. It's great. Well, meat on the bone for the R Pro. That's fine. Okay, a little more meat on the bone than we could swallow in one bite. Here we go. That's tough, Zone. That's tough. Okay. Time to really test if the wind read slash familiarity with the shot was doing it to us. Actually, 3 throws. Well, that's gonna have something to say. Good news is on the direction that it rotates and spins, that's not too much of a factor. Piece of gravel just got in there on that side of that hill. Dinked it right off the bat. Good news is they're easily replaced. So I can just like either fix out the divot or I can just drop another $50 and get a fresh one. Good news is still overstable. R Pro pig time. Oh, that one we grip locked. That felt good though. That felt like good power. Just grip locked it. And the nice thing is here is you can go too wide apparently, because that's pretty wide. But you can't go that wide. I mean, this is a mush. Zone. Base. We'll see if our Scar pig can keep perfect. Yeah, 4 through 4.
What's up, everybody? Future Robbie C here, and I think a question that's going to come up that a lot of you may be asking in the comments that I realized after shooting I didn't actually address was, is this going to make the bag? And I think as you continue to watch the video, you're going to see sort of the conflict that I'm feeling on whether I should bag it or I shouldn't bag it, because I've got some very mixed feelings as I go throughout the rest of the video, and I just don't know, do I put it in the bag and fall in love with something that I can't replace, or do I wait until hopefully Innova's promises come true that they're saying in social media posts, and these are going to be a stock run soon? I don't know. Y'all head to the comments, let me know, because like I said, as you continue to watch, hopefully it'll shed some more light, give some more information on what y'all think is the best call for where I should head.
Big as the box, 260 feet. Oh my goodness, it's so nice, guys. It's so nice. Oh, you can see I yammed on it just a little straighter. I pulled that one a little wider, but a little straighter. And then this Zone GT, the Zinger, should be even more overstable. Yeah. Didn't really give the height that I gave the first one to the second two. I mean, that star pig came out and just boomed and still faded. Well, that one got in by the hair on our chinny chin chin. I think the zone being in the chains gave enough weight that it like pulled the R Pro back in. Okay, star remains perfect. So this is one where we can really get to test like just kind of putting everything into it. 244 feet, plays like 280, 290. We're gonna try to get it there. I've been short the last couple times. Not today, brother. Just can't be right. Hang it wide. Oh, what did I just say? Good tree. Still got a chance. That's gonna be tough. Our Pro already holding straight, as you can see. We're live demonstrating how the R Pro is losing its stability in the middle of a round. And that one I started on Anheuser. So I turned that one over and still fought out. Gonna kind of just, nah, never hung it wide enough. Never hung it wide enough. Yeah? Too far. Okay. With the rollaway too. Insult to injury. Couple pars. By a couple, I mean everybody pars. Alrighty. Hole 10, hole 7 for the video. This one is one where we aim just right at the green sign. Let it fade over to the basket support hand hole. Traditionally, some of the other pigs that we throw in these battles have a little bit of stand up to them. I don't know that I want this one to stand up. I want to be able to come through and mush it flat and hard, because that lets me know that it's going to be overstable and stay overstable. The R Pro, as you're already starting to see, plus update, we now have another tear in the rim. So we have played exactly one round. Well, not even that. We've played exactly the 6 holes of this stick, which is falling apart in my hands. Perfect. Easy peasy. That's the nice thing about going on the overstable side. You can really just kind of let her fade. That's what I'm talking about on the stand up. That was a little shorter. And then here, we're actually going to try to go like swipe left through the gap and see if we can hear. It's a slight flex, and that was like hard flex. The pigs could be separating themselves from the zone on this one, guys. Could be. Well, that turns all the pressure onto the others. No pressure felt. Everybody misses a hole, and they immediately respond and say, "Brother."
I will not miss another birdie.
Okay, so what's funny about this hole is that as I've played it the last couple of times, I've really convinced myself that it's a forehand hole over and over again because, as the chicks like to say, wide open spaces. When we're trying to dissect what we want to throw on hole, we're trying to move towards wide open spaces, which is the left side. But for the sake of the video, I'm trying to throw the coolest holes. So we're gonna throw it back into here. A little bit of flex on this and see if we can get it down there. I think that for Star Pig and Zone GT, we're gonna have to go a little bit of flexor and let it fight out. And then on our Pro, we should be able to move back. Okay, we're no flex, all hyzer. What? That's a new spot, nerve in there. You sit down over this ball. Better just not letting the hand actually finish the shot. I'm letting go early. Good at that. Yep. Last one was the best one out of my hand by a mile. I think that's fine. If it hits those trees, it's like 20 feet. Here. All right, there's the last hole. We are 6 down, 5 down, 4 down for the zone. As we're walking to the last hole, kind of want to share my thoughts on like the zone versus the pig and how it feels, you know, being back on a premium pig. Really just back to throwing overstable pigs because it's been a minute. I find that the reliable overstability of the zone is everything people hype it up to be. It is so fun. Especially the Zone GT ringer top, the Zinger, as some like to call it. Probably one of the more overstable zones that are out there. And I think that what's curious about it is that it has made me rely and use my justices in the bag a lot less because I can kind of get away with it with the Zone GT. So there's much closer of an overlap than I gave it credit for. And as much as I love the zone and I love the availability of the plastics and things like that, it's always gonna mess with me that like the forehand grip that I know and love and got used to with the pig doesn't work on a zone because it's just too shallow of a disc. Which brings me to like 3 major takeaways on the pro and the con of this Star Pig, because the pros are pros and the cons are, they're pretty big cons. You know it, you love it. Let's see if Notorious can get to 7 under. I've been missing 2 birdies the whole day. On that really wide, the crash is in phase. The birdie's gonna be tough, but I mean, we're 30 feet past. Opportunity for second place on the table for the Zone GT. Cool. Okay. Wins by 2 strokes. All right, so our pros and cons. The cons are really exactly what you would think they're gonna be. I think it's gonna be affordability being the largest con. $50 is tough for you to get your hands on one, and that means that like they're $50 right now. People who paid $50 are gonna want their $50 back. So even if you buy it on resale and someone's like, I'm just trying to make back what I paid, like, and they're willing to eat the shipping, which was $10, you're still paying $50 to get one of those. Notice this one, I'm pretty sure it's like I can run it back to like prove me wrong, but on hole 3 is where this nick happened, and I didn't hit the path. Like, I think I actually landed on the other side of the path and like skirted up the hill, but there's gravel right there. And so like, I have a nick in this that I have to like pull out another product to try to remedy this so that I'm not worried about it cutting me. So I think that's like durability. I can't say too much because, right, like we've all had discs that we've taken out and like thrown once
got a nick and we're like, oh, it sticks. Like I'm not gonna hold durability instant. Like I think I'm unlucky. It's a softer, like I said in the beginning, I think it's gummy, which means that those nicks are more likely to happen, but affordability is gonna be huge. Second con for me is the fact that we were just lied to in terms of quality for the dollar. And here's once again where I'm going to make the comparison. And I could be, once again, will admit I could be misremembering this, but I am fairly confident that the Halo polecat boxes were not $50. Like I'm pretty confident we were not paying $50 for a Halo polecat. And what did we receive? Well, what we've been promised here is that the exclusivity of this stamp and the 1 of 2,000 run is what we paid for. But I don't think there were 2,000 polecats in the initial drop, which would in fact make that more exclusive. They had a certificate of authenticity, noting that it was one of the originals. They had a sick box, packaging for packaging, same. I think that it's there. They got 2 discs, one being Halo Premium, so we can just swap spot for spot. Halo Premium, not Halo, still Premium. Not the same according to their own pricing model, but that's fine. And we got a mini and a sticker for $50, which begs the question, with these being as difficult to produce as they tell us that it is to produce, we just ate the cost of the pigs. That stuff. It makes it really hard to convince someone to throw these pigs when they're just not affordable. Which brings me to the last point that I think is worth noting in terms of a con is I feel like I'm an advocate of pigs. I obviously have one tattooed on my body. I believe in the pig. Pig is love, pig is life. And like I'm trying to help keep this mold alive and relevant. And not only that, I want to help get more people throwing it because the pig is amazing. I like it's literally just being back here throwing it. It's so good, y'all. It's so good. But it really does feel like how many licks do we have to take in the ring of Innova just punching pig throwers in the face over and over again of us asking for something and then receiving some weird quantity of it or some weird version or some twisted dream and us having to turn around and say thank you. Let's end on positives. It feels like a pig. It's board flat. The hand feel of this pig, this could be one of the best feeling, it is the best feeling pig that I've ever held. I've held a lot of pigs. I own a lot of pigs. This is by far the best one that I've ever felt. If you're a pig thrower and you've got this bag sitting on a shelf, you've got it closed, you've pulled your pig out of the bag and it's sitting there on a shelf and it's staring at you, it wants to be thrown. These are amazing flyers. They feel so good. They deserve to be thrown. Overstability, another pro. They're overstable, guys. That is exactly what I was looking for. I want it to be overstable. I needed it to be overstable. It is. It held that. I mean, like we said during the round, you could see the R Pro literally straightening out in the middle of a round, which is what makes it so hard to like, once again, even push people to love and throw this all the time because it just straightens out so fast. Phenomenal. Exactly what we wanted in flight, exactly what we wanted in hand feel. And I'll say this, and they didn't quote me on it. It does make me curious if they ran it in Halo, like how would it be beefier? And maybe this is like the perfect amount of stability we need because this is very usable. And I wanna close out the video by addressing the statement that I know they're making because people are asking over and over again, like, hey, is there gonna be a stock run? Is there gonna be a stock run? Is there gonna be a stock run? And in which case people are saying, coming soon, maybe soon. Guys, remember that we've been hearing for years that premium plastic pigs were coming, and it took them years to get there to drop 2,000. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say, don't get your hopes up. Let's be pleasantly surprised when they drop. And let's just all go ahead and collectively start hoping and praying that they're less than $50 stock. If they'll allow it, and I don't know if they will, the moment that Star Pigs are readily available, Innova, I know you're gonna watch this. Let's make the pig loved by many. Let's do a custom run. Let's do some Robbie C, Star Pigs. I know you've got some sitting there. I know you do. We'll get the pigs in more people's hands. I just want people to be able to love and throw the greatest approach disc golf. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have an amazing day. Please make it fantastic for someone else too. And let me know if we did an okay job with this video. I'm so stoked at the success of this, which is what makes it so heartbreaking that it's $50, because it's just gonna lock so many people out. And I don't love the big is love, big is life, big is rich. But for now, we're gonna leave you with the birdie.